After Jesus himself takes the time to explain the parable, it might seem presumptuous for me to comment on today's gospel reading, but it will be worthwhile calling attention to one point Jesus does not elaborate on. After several flawed scenarios, which Jesus does explain, he presents optimal soil conditions. I suspect that at this point one would expect optimal yield, which for many of us would mean 100-fold every time. Yet we're told that under optimal soil conditions, the yield was 30-fold, 60-fold, 100-fold. This means that even with the best soil, the yield depends upon the strain of seed planted. Our part is to prepare the soil to make it optimal, but it's the Lord's choice to decide on the strain of grain to be planted in us. Thus, comparison in the spiritual life is both pointless and deceiving. Pointless because we don't have a gauge to assess the quality of the seed planted. It's also deceiving because we don't have a basis for such comparison. When we think that we are yielding only 30-fold or 60-fold, we may be looking at our optimal yield. When we presume to judge others' apparent 30-fold or 60-fold yield, we simply don't know their optimal yield and what it's supposed to be. We are not in a position to judge yields. Spirituality, by comparison, just does not make sense. When, after breakfast with Jesus on the lake shore, Peter asked him about his nearby fellow apostle, the beloved disciple, Jesus told him effectively, "That's none of your business, Peter. You follow me." Instead of comparing, we should focus on preparing our own soil to provide its optimal yield in our following of Jesus, whatever that optimal yield might be for us. Amen.